Hi guys, welcome to another Tableau session. In this video, let us talk about individual axis. So what is individual axis? How we build the individual axis and what are the real-time scenarios where we use this individual axis. Okay, let us start building this. First, let us build the basic view. That means subcategory wise sales. For that, bring the subcategory to the rows and sales to the columns. Just make it this entire view. Click on this T. Just sort the view. Even try coloring the view also. Just bring subcategory and drop in the color window. If the visualization is colored, even this color legend is produced. Now the scenario comes like this. The client wants to see for these subcategories what are the sale values and what is the profit that he is getting on those subcategories. For example, on this much of sales on phones, what is the profit he is getting? On this much sales on tables, what is the profit he is getting? So to have that comparison, you need to have that sum of sales and along with sum of profits. So with that, with this scenario, you are clear that you need to bring those two measures into the visualization. So how we will bring that? See, when you are bringing sum of sales, here you are getting this axis, right, as it is continuous data, and these are headers. Now when you are bringing profit to the visualization and when you are dropping that next to the columns, see what happens here? Here, see, in the same visualization you are getting the bars for sale and profit. Here, if you observe here, individual axis created for each measure. This is for sale and this is for profit. That's why this sort of visualization is called individual axis representation. Now, here if you observe, when you are using only one measure in the view, you are having one marks card where you applied that changes, whatever changes that you want. Either you can color it, even you can label that, even you can increase or decrease the size. Now when you are bringing the another measure, Tableau is creating separate marks card for each and every measure. As you are having two measures, here two marks cards are given by Tableau. Here this all is for default. That means if you want to apply the changes on both the measures at a time, then you can use this all marks card. Or else if you want to do any modifications at the individual marks card level, that means only if you want to apply the changes that should be particular to the sum of sales, then do the changes at this marks card. If you need to apply some changes that are particular to only sum of profit, then do the modifications at sum of profit marks card. Okay, let us start doing with this marks card. First I am going with this all marks. Here what I am doing here is, instead of this subcategory, I am taking out this subcategory into the color. See, as we are taking out from the all marks card, it is going in these two sum of sales and sum of profit visualizations also. Now what I am doing, instead of that subcategory into color, I am adding category to the color. See, now both got the coloring. Now what I am doing, I am decreasing the size. See, both the bars are decreasing, this width of the bars are decreasing in both the cases. Now even for this label, what I am doing is, I am bringing subcategory to the label. See, both the labels are replaced with subcategory name. Okay, so when you are doing that modifications at all marks card, that will be applicable to the entire visualization. Even if you are having 3-4 measures also, each and every change at this marks card will be applicable to all those measures. Okay, now let me open the sum of sales marks card. Now here what I am doing, here if you observe, the coloring is happening with the category, right? Now what I am doing, instead of category, I am bringing subcategory to the color. Now see, only this part is changing, not this sum of profit part. even what I'm doing here is I'm bringing sum of sales to the label along with these phones. See, only here we are getting the sale values. Now I'm increasing the size of these bars. See, this width is bigger than these representations, right? Now again I am going to sum of profit marks card. Now here what I'm doing is I'm coloring, instead of this category I'm coloring with sum of profit. See, now for this view we added sequential coloring. For this axis we added discrete coloring. That means we used dimensions. Again, even for this view also I want to bring the label of the profit value. Again bring label and drop it in this label. Now see, you are getting that label also. Okay, you are clear with this, right? So let me increase the size also. Like this, at the individual axis level you can do the modifications using these marks cards. So with these type of individual axis you can have the comparisons clearly. For example, here phones are giving this much sales and on this much sale you are getting this much profit. If you observe here, okay, for tables you are not getting values. Let me go to sum of sales label. I am decreasing this font size. I am taking only 8 point. See, now see, observe only tables. See here, after giving 2 lakh sale value, tables are giving us loss. That means when you are having this minus of profit means you are under losses. So with this type of representation the analysis will be pretty easy. That's why individual axis representations are pretty much useful in real times. Okay, this is all about individual axis. Thank you.